right, everyone. So we have Coach Andre Bettinson in the house. He is the author of Androgen Diet, writer as well. He's also one of the best coach that we have in Aphro-D Nation Facebook group, and he is a vocalist of Afterthought metal band. We just want to know, how did it all start? Like, what made you decide to give Aphro-D a shot?
Yeah, great question. So first, I had been following Doc Farhan's content. Back then it was Doc Testosterone. I followed his YouTube channel for quite a bit, and really just because I was trying to eat healthier food. It was like early in my diet phase of
Mm,
losing fat because I put on a lot from
mm,
high school. So I saw one of his first videos, or to me, was 5 foods to boost testosterone. And I'm like, what the heck? Like, how would food have anything to do with testosterone? Which I knew would help me in the gym. Like
mm.
was a big biology nerd back in school. So I was like, okay, what is the science here? Like what food is just calories, right? So
Mm,
that's what I started on. And then I saw that Doc Farhan was opening up some coaching, and I had some money laying around, and I'm like, hey, I need to go all in because something is not right here. Lo and behold, I did end up getting my testosterone levels tested, and that's really what made me pull the trigger too, is like, whoa, I have like the 85-year-old level testosterone. What the heck is going on? So I knew I needed to be with an expert, get under his
mm,
wing and see what is going on. So with the group coaching, we were
mm.
actually also the first customers of Aphro-D, like official customers. So that was how I got in.
You have like all the blood work right now. Can you maybe show us like before and after
Yeah.
taking Aphro-D?
Show the start. Let me share my screen here. So you'll
Cool.
see
Yep.
my July 2018 here. I'll zoom in a little bit.
Right. There we,
So I
yep.
started at 536, and that is kind of 85-year-old level territory, average, like
Uh-huh.
average
Yeah.
85-year-old. But my
Yeah.
free testosterone and bioavailable is actually even worse than that.
Mm, mm.
So that was something that needed to be changed for sure and optimized.
Right.
So that's where I started. And of course, I took Aphro-D for 6 months straight. I had my 6 months that came with my group coaching kind of thing. And from there, I retested again because I was not a believer in herbal remedies.
Mm,
And then I got tested, and even the doctor that did both of these first two blood works was like, whoa, like, what are you doing? Because I wasn't doing what most people do and inject stuff. Like I did this naturally,
right.
of course, with Aphro-D.
Yeah.
And he was blown away because, yeah, I went from 536 to 877, and I
Mm,
doubled my free testosterone and
mm,
bioavailable.
mm.
So that was the first 6 months. And then on and off to 2021, I came in at 990 nanograms per deciliter. So still upping it, and still free testosterone, not amazing, but because it continued going upward, saw some good improvements. But beyond that, just last year was when I got tested back in September.
Right.
Here that is. So I came in at 1007,
Woo.
finally cracking the 1000. And my free testosterone has been fixed now. Like the cause of my low free testosterone over the years has just resolved itself through a lot of the different strategies I use, and of course, in the androgen diet and everything. But this is where I'm at most recently in September.
Mm,
So,
mm.
so
Right. So
that's
you
my blood work.
like whooping 1,000 now, huh?
Yeah, it feels great. Like I can definitely feel a difference. I mean, yeah, I was at 990 before, but now that my
Mm,
free testosterone's up, it's so
mm.
much easier to like stay lean. And when I am eating more calories, for example, then I'm not
Right.
putting on as much fat.
How is Aphro-D like helping you to your day-to-day activities aside from going to the gym or going to the band or what else? What are the other effects that you feel whenever you take it?
Totally. I remember quite vividly the first few months when I was taking Aphro-D as well. I was at a pretty stressful job. So what I noticed pretty right away, like within the first couple months, was I would take it and instead of like gripe about having to deal with this customer or having to be nice to this client that's being mean to me, I was just able to focus and let it be and then move forward. So I wasn't like griping at my desk and be like, oh, I got to reply to this email and this guy's being really mean. So I was just able to like cut off the emotion and just act. So that was a big thing, but also the like anxiety, anti-stress.
Mm,
So
mm,
when you cross that threshold of too much stress, you're overwhelmed. And
true.
Aphro-D for me never let me really hit that threshold. I was always willing and able to act. Like I always had that drive to act regardless of whatever, stressors I encountered.
Mm, mm.
So on the day to day, absolutely, it helps me kind of tamper down my anxiety, which is not even a big thing for me, but sometimes it does get there. And I think that's the most proximal, quick effect that most people can get from Aphro-D. And then, of course, the testosterone boosts, and we know all
Mm.
that. But I think the
Right.
anti-stress is huge, especially for a lot of people today.
True. Thank you, Coach Andre in the house. Amazing.